On the Scene coverage of ACC 2015 is supported by Effient.
I'm Peter Block in San Diego at ACC 2015 for On the Scene. Dr. Sunjong Park from Korea is standing next to me, the master of interventions for multivessel disease in left main, and has just reported on the BEST trial, which is multivessel disease surgery versus stenting. Not completely different from the Syntax trial, and I've just had a conversation with Dr. Park about how this may or may not differ. But I'm going to ask Dr. Park to begin with, what did you find at the end of this trial?
Yes, we used the secondary deroulating stent with a PCI versus bypass surgery. So we are going to expect a little bit better outcomes compared with the first generation deroulating stent, previous published data. However, the absolute number of event is less, getting decreases. However, still there are statistical significant difference in the primary endpoint, that's MI, including TBR, clearly higher in the group of the PCI.
So the TVR is actually higher, and that's what drives the difference, surgery being better. You mentioned, as we were discussing before, that the strategy for multivessel disease should probably be to do as much revascularization with stenting as possible.
Yes, if you look at our data, actually the bypass surgery arms, around 70% of cases is achieve the complete revascularization. However, PCR with everolimus stent still have 50% of cases only achieve the complete revascularization. And if you look at the inside of the data, so TBR is higher. We separate with the target lesion revascularization with a new lesion revascularization. Actually, we didn't find any difference with the target lesion revascularization. Only difference is new lesion revascularization. And new lesion related, more than half, related spontaneous myocardial infarction increase in a group of the PCI. There is, positive findings.
So actually this is interesting biology, isn't it, Dr. Park? Because what you're telling me is, from your data anyway, that if you do stenting in as much as you can but leave some behind, you're going to get new lesions, and even if you do stent, you still may get some new lesions which produce the difference. So what's the strategy going forward? Do you simply say, I will do the best I can if I'm going to decide to do angioplasty and stenting?
Yes, and the first issue is the feasibility concern, right? If you look at the angiographic findings, if feasible to angioplasty, you have to consider complete revascularization, right? They up to this point, based on our data, that is my message.
So there you go, the message from the master. That is, if you're going to do stenting for multivessel disease, make sure you get all the lesions. Thank you very much, Dr. Park.
Thank you.